Welcome, folks, one and all, back to Final Fantasy XI. How is everybody this fine morning? I'm doing well. We are... I figured out the teleporters. It's the big ones with the pincers. That's the actual teleporters, not the other things. The other things are not the teleporters. These things. Which you'd think I would have known, because I've done the Juno raids in Final Fantasy XIV for quite a while now, and that's what you walk into. Nah, I'm just... completely forgot that that's exactly the same, lifted one for one. So we've got some crystal warriors to kill. One at a time. Now, we could probably do... We probably could do Divine Might and fight them all at once. After all, they were considered... used to fight them at max level of 75, so... 99, eye level 119. They're pretty killable, supposedly. I have to start with the Taru. You shall be consumed by the cowardice that binds you. Is my best approximation of their voice of them. I actually gave them all voices in the Final Fantasy XIV. And it threw a lot of people off with the voices that they were given. Most people assumed they were very robotic sounding. I don't think that's necessarily the case. I will say, this version of the Layloff Amphitheater is much more broken out. It's not going to last long at all. There we go. Archangel TT. Just shatters like that, huh? I'll probably have to do Divine Might on my own. Should not be too awful. Just for the title, mostly. And that has put us onto the platform, the next platform. Excellent. Excellent. I think we should, if everything goes correctly, be able to finish off Zilart today. Which means we'll start a change of Prometheus. Well, we'll continue chains probably Thursday. Which is good, because I actually have to hunt down a video file I recorded for the start of Prometheus 3.3. I did record it, but goodness knows where it ended up at. Apparently at some point, probably early in Zilart's time, these teleporters were not in fact active. And you had to activate them. That's an entire thing with activating them. Yeah, we definitely don't need that many, actually we might not even need any trusts, to be honest. Twisted by the envy that drives you. I actually don't remember the voice they gave that one. They gave this one. I'm not sure if the NV one speaks, to be honest. In the Fire 14 raid. If he hit me at all, that'll be a miracle. And then suddenly I can't hit them. Really? There we go. Yeah, the power scaling is obscene. Which is good. And let's be honest. The power scaling in Modern 11 is pretty obscene. And it doesn't take that long to get to 99. And then you can just power through a lot of these early quests. And we're on to the next. 2 of 5 archangels defeated. Well, that route is, that route's blocked. Means we're going to take the lower level. And I believe the only thing that's aggressive... How do we even get to the lower level? There it is. I believe the only thing that's actually aggressive up here in Tulia are the things in the the alcoves over here. These groundskeepers. Oh, no doubt. There's a reason this area was chosen along with Juno and other locations to be to represent 11 in the Final Fantasy XIV raid. There are reasons. There's very good reasons. Very, very good reasons. And this location in particular. Yeah, this one in particular. This platform in particular. I want to say... Still need to get your Kirin Osade. This... Yeah, this particular one is straight 1-to-1. It's straight 1-to-1 copied. Yeah, this is that is exactly used 1-to-1 in the 14 raid. Straight 1-to-1 right there. Now granted, it's got this massive overhang, which I know the one in 14 doesn't. The actual entrance to the Leilof Amphitheater. I definitely should look into fighting some of those old NMs. Because I think I have 2 of the gems. I just don't remember which 2 I have. Apathy Man. The ninja of the group. Rather annoyingly, ninja of the group. Because a ninja in 11 comes with a skill, a self-destruct skill. Kinda don't want him using that. That's the other thing you notice about these arcane groups. They are tall. They are taller than most characters, than your average shatter. Shatter into pieces. And this should put us in position for the next one. 2 more left. Oh, I forgot to pick up the home point back there on that one. I'll have to go back and grab that. That was dumb. That was entirely dumb of me. Whoops. I'll come and do that on my own time. So many planar rifts. We can assume that has to do with the NMs that you can spawn around here. Yes. Because you can summon the... what would be considered the 4 lords. Genbu, Siryu, Byakko, and Suzaku. On this map. But I'm unsure how you get to their little islands. Looks like there's little... Okay, so there's additional little teleporters. Cool. Yep, I see them. Okay, I get it. I get it. I get how that's done. Arrogance that disfigures you. So the phrasing was adjusted for the 14 raid. Yeah, 'cause, this one's phrase was, arrogance defiles you, as opposed to disfigures. Interesting. Interesting choice of words. That they chose defile as opposed to disfigure. But cowardice still dismembers. I wonder if rage still binds you. We'll find out shortly. As usual, a lot of Japanese media, perfected beings, quote unquote, are just taller. Good lord. There's a lot of binding. Ah, she must have used invincibility. That's annoying. There we go. Right, she's also a white mage, so she just used benediction. For health. Excellent. Means she doesn't get a chance to do it a second time. One last Archangel remains. The Galka. The Galka is all that remains, all that stands in our way. The last one. Either by fighting them all at once or individually, we have proven ourselves stronger than them. The true Archduke, well, he has no idea what's coming. He really does not. Very blubbery water elemental. That is our last home point. Let us see the chosen quote of the Galka. Then Eldenard. Eldenard? Shall be burned by the rage that controls you. This is the one that probably poses the most risk, which is still going to be minimal. Yeah, still gonna be a minimum amount of potential. But I think, yes, because he's a samurai, he's going to have the most potential to hurt us, which is still isn't going to be that much. The potential is there. We'll take out the wyvern while we can. He's not even going to get a single skill off. I knew it. I'm not sure if that was strike a cool pose in death, or a trying to get one last skill off. Either way, very fitting of the... Either way, very, very fitting. And with that, we're on to Zilart 15. And also with that, logging campaign has rolled over for the day. To the we need to go to Norg. Sadly, we're not going to be able to see the epilogue. At least until we get to Promethea 8.4. Yeah, 8.4. Because that's when we can trigger it. Which is sadly very annoying. Gilgamesh, our pirate lord. What do you have to say for yourself? So you're able to make it to Tulia. Oh, so you made them crystal warriors walk the plank now, did ya? Then that just leaves that wee prince. But first, we've got to find a way into that Dardan shrine. Is it Eldenar that's keeping us out? Or is it something else? Listen close. If the prince has already opened the gate of the gods, Vanadiel wouldn't be here anymore. But as you can see, nothing's changed so far. Which means all we can do is wait. When Eldenarch makes his move, That's when we attack. You and me both hate the Zilart, making fools of us. But there's nothing more we can do right now. He's not wrong. Aldenarch has played everybody for fools these last 30 years. Everyone thought he was the younger brother, merely because he looked the part. But he pulled so many strings. So many strings. He also pulled the wool over everybody's eyes. No one realized. Well, I shouldn't say that. Matt was always suspicious. Matt always found it kind of suspicious how the two suddenly arrived in Juneau. Transformed it from a little fishing village into what it became now. He accepted it. But he was also never... He never really did anything about it. Despite being highly suspicious. And as you can see during the various limit break quests, Matt can be a very powerful being. But he just kinda never really does. It's really weird. He's a really weird character. It's implied that he's... I don't want to say semi-immortal, but he is an extremely powerful individual who just kinda doesn't. I mean, there's no records of him being the one to take on the Shadow Lord. He just kinda does. He wasn't even considered. He just kinda exists. So does that Toru fellow. It was also implied to be... Now, he's just straight up implied to be greatly immortal. You are the great bane, the nightmare that will devour the fair land of Vanadiel, and thrust the world into fear and despair. But as one bright star shines through the clouds at night, as one song rises clear above the roar of beasts, we hold on to hope in these darkest of times. The darkness must be vanquished. The bane must be purified. No matter the consequences. That when they come, with the wisdom of ages and the strength of thousands, to deliver us from our plight. We will awaken. We await the awakening of the warriors of the crystal. So, you've made it this far, Arachnios. Wait, don't tell me that I shouldn't be here. I know my father forbade me from coming, but I can't just sit back and watch Eldenark wreak havoc on our Vanity L. I'm ready to fight to the finish. When I first met you, you were just another little fish in a big pond of adventurers. But now, look at you. You're putting your life on the line for the fate of all of those on Vanity L. Even though no one will know what you did. You know, when this is all over, how about we hop on board a ferry and sail around the world? Just the two of us. It doesn't look like you were ready for that. Well, just think about it, okay? I've got to go now. Don't forget about what I said. Now we must make our way where do we have to make our way to? What is the fastest way to get to where we need to go? Okay, there we are. If we go to Q, that's the center, that should bring us down to quite literally where we need to go. But those are one way. I6. I actually recommend that one. E. Which brings us... Definitely a bit confusing. Not gonna lie. Definitely a little bit confusing. Might as well just go for it. Alright. Alright. Not hard at all. It looks like the yellow monolith. Is it open? Okay, it's open now. Yep, the door's now open. I wonder. I must be misreading this map because it says there's something over here. monolith has closed? No, the door is still open. That might actually give us enough time. If it's on a timer, which it seems to be, this might actually give us enough time to duck out. We wouldn't even have to duck out, we just got to warp out. That'll put us right in front of a home point. If, again, that is if this is on a timer and not just a toggle. And only one can be active at a time. Though based on the fact that this one was active, and now this one is, that appears to be more the case. In which case, with yellow active, all we have to do is a little roundabout. Just a little bit of a roundabout. To the 1.1, which is the one I don't have. Well, I guess we gotta fetch it anyway. So we gotta go in through the Genbu entrance. Yeah. Gotta go in through the Genbu entrance. Yep, and this is the one with the broken bridge. Because why would it not be? Why wouldn't it be the one with the broken bridge? In theory, we could have gone in through the Byaku entrance, had we known that the blue door was open. I got a little too close to the groundskeeper. That is an absolute shame. I don't feel like fighting him. He's gonna chase me all the way to the teleporter. Enemies in this game have no chill whatsoever. Absolutely none. there's two of them. Why are there two of you? When did I attract two of them? I was only ever near one alcove. Alright. Take all that health back. Goodness me. Goodness me. Sometimes enemies. Sometimes they just persist. Okay. That was not... That was not where we wanted to go. But that's because I took the pincer teleporter, which should have... Interesting. Interesting. On the bright side, there are teleporters that go between platforms that don't go to the Layloft. If I'm reading the map correctly. Which would be these ones. Assuming they're active. Which they are not. I am slightly confused that this is not working the way it was. Yeah, that brings me up to here. For some reason, it's not letting me. Well, if that's not working right, then we have the other home point we can try. Because theoretically, then home point 4... If that's how they're trying to link now, then this should take us back. To where we want to go, which it did. That is exceptionally weird. That's working like that. Huh. Huh. 'Cause I swear it didn't just do that. Because we took this one, which brought us here. Weird. Very weird and highly suspicious. No big deal. Probably. Probably no big deal. I do see, however, why they call it a garden. It's much greener than the 14 raid would have you believe. Now, assuming that monolith maintained its active state, assuming that monolith maintained its active state, oh my. My oh my. We'll find out momentarily if that monolith maintained an active state or not. Please, oh please. It did. Excellent. Horror weapons. Ooh. Those things could be potentially nasty. Should have a clear shot through the next monolith door. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, the monolith doors are in fact just toggles. from here, oh my. Individual cells where those giant statues are stored. But it has not stopped them from escaping. Over the 10,000 years the Zilart have been asleep. And from here, we're almost there. No. If we wait for Eldenark to do something, he's just going to win. They've been planning this for at least 30 years. And then we have, on top of that, we have all the time before that the Zilart have been trying shenanigans. I don't think we do not, in fact, have an option to let them just do what they want. This has been too well thought out. It has been too well thought out. Too well planned. It must be stopped before the final... before the finale, before the final stroke hits the fan. Before the final bell finally tolls. This looks like an engine room. Couldn't lay a finger on him. I cannot move. So this is the true power of the crystal. Nice to see you again. I was beginning to wonder if you'd make it this far. But enough with the greetings. We all know why we've gathered here today. Let me be brief. Thanks to you adventurers, the beastmen interfering with my plans to revive the crystal line will soon be vanquished. Once that's complete, the gate of the gods will finally be opened. And what happens to Vanadiel then? Who knows? But what I do know is this. What lies on the other side of that gate is the dream I have seen for the past 10,000 years. It's a dream of paradise. And what about you? Don't you want to see what's on the other side? Don't you want to be reborn as a god? Come with me. you still answering to your foolish pride? Come on. I'm giving you one last chance. The chance to be almighty. And you're just throwing it away. People truly are a plague of vanity, El. You don't think that you can stop me, do you? You don't think that petty beings such as you can make the difference in the world? You're pitiful and useless. The darkness that lurks within all of you is a disease that eats away at this planet. And if you want to die meaningless deaths, then I won't stand in your way. It's time to say goodnight to all those who failed to cooperate. Okay, don't expect this to be a knockout dragout fight. As again, design for when level cap was 24 levels lower. And without the item level boost. So this should be pretty straightforward. So Elden Arc, as we can see, he's already summoned 2 exoplane, 2 orbitals. Yeah, he summoned both orbitals. They need to die first. Kill the exoplates. Take out the orbitals, then the exoplate, and then you can take on Elden Arc himself. I underestimated your ability. You fight well for such lower life forms. But there's no time for playing games. Prepare to witness my true power. How about you witness my true power? Purple Blade. I am far more than you at this point. Why? In the eyes of the gods, I too am no different than Camelons. But there won't stop me from restarting the crystal line, whether it's completed or not. The crystals will spin out of control as they did 10,000 years ago, and create another meltdown that will destroy this world and everything in it. You fought well, but it's time to say goodbye. I cannot believe what I'm witnessing. The light has begun to converge. Soon all will be end, and my dream will begin. Can't let him get away with it. So it all ends here. I guess it's up to me. Another way to do this, but I can't think of anything better. I'm sorry. Agnios, I don't think I'm going to be able to keep our promise. Lion! What is that noise? The power of the crystal's fading. But how can this be? No, nothing can get in my way. Stop, Eldenark. Thou must cease thy vile ambitions. Huh? Thou must no longer bring harm to the world of Vanadiel. Dost thou not realize? Harming Vanadiel will only bind thee from attaining thy dream of paradise. Yuvenel. Eldenark, something can never really be destroyed. It only changes to take on a new form. And now, thy time has come to take on a new form. Let us go. Wow, she killed him. She killed him hard. He's dead. He's dead. Until we meet again, warriors of the crystal. Nice little subversion there. We all thought the archangels were the warriors of the crystal. That's not how it works. Well, let's hope that puts an end to the Zilart's plans. You did a great job in there, Rachnios. Lion. If it wasn't for her, who knows what would have become of Vanadiel. Well, I speak for all of Vanadiel when I say thank you, Rachnios. Well, now that we got that out of the way, let's get out of here. The place gives me the creeps. And I think if Lion was still here, she'd agree. Seeing you around. Rachnios, I too bid you farewell. But I don't feel this meeting will be our last. Till our paths cross again. It all began with a stone. Or so the legend says. An ages past, a sentient jewel, enormous and beautiful, banished the darkness. Its many-colored light filled the world with life, and brought forth many gods, mighty gods. Bathed in that light, the world entered an age of bliss, until, after a time, the gods fell into slumber. That world was called Vanadiel. However, this age was not to last. The great bane will devour the fair land of Vanadiel. The ancient seal will be broken, awakening nightmares of ages past. The blood of innocence will soak the earth, and the world will fall into fear and despair. But as one bright star shines through the clouds of night, and as one song rings clear above the roar of beasts, we hold on to the hope in those darkest of times. That star is you, and the song is yours. And someday, that hope will become our dreams, our prayers. Shine forth, star of hope. Let your song ring out across all of Vanadiel. And what was split asunder will become whole once more, complete and inseparable for all eternity. I'd say that was an appropriate ending to that particular story arc. It's a bit of a shame that Lion had to sacrifice herself in the end. Not entirely surprising, but a bit unfortunate. But something had to disrupt that terrible machine. Once again, I'm gonna say, thematically, I don't see a reason why Chains of Promethea could not be taking place about the same time. I mean, obviously, you at least want to get through the first couple of missions where the Kulu are introduced here in Zilart. But currently there's no reason they couldn't be happening somewhat in parallel at this point. I mean, well, yes, you could argue that the Archduke being missing is a thematic thing. I mean, it's not like the people of Juno would know. You know, one point from another that he's missing. But it's also possible that the main Zilart in Chains, I've already forgotten her name. See, you made it back safe and sound. Your story won't be going down in the annals of history. And, of course, regional influence, just knock that off. Though, if it wasn't for you, we'd all be sleeping in Davy Jones' locker. You have me thanks, matey. As for Lion, Aldo came and gave me all the details on what she did. What was she thinking? Going off and getting herself killed before her own father. She washed up on the shore here when she was just a wee lass. Nobody knew where she came from. But that wasn't uncommon during the Great War. Many a life was torn apart back then. And when me father told me I was to take care of her, I can tell you, I wasn't ready for that. But raising Lion taught me a lot about the world. If it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be the man I was be today. I never knew what she thought about her father being a pirate. But I can tell you one thing. I'd be mighty damn proud of her. Proud to have her as a daughter. Something about Lion's heritage has me thinking she might be descended in a way from, like, the Dawn Maidens. That makes thematic sense to me. That makes thematic sense to me. Hold up there, Rachnios. Where's Aldo? You didn't leave him on that cursed island to die, did ya?
If anything happened to our boss, don't even think you'll be leaving here alive.
What's with the long faces? You guys look like you just got back from a funeral.
Boss!
You're still alive. Did you really think that I, the great Aldo, would flop at the hands of a couple of worms like those Zilart? It wasn't easy. Thanks to Rachnios here, the princes were no match for us. Thanks again. You did really well up there. The first time you came through my doors, you were nothing but a little punk. Now look at you. You've matured into a fine adventurer. Not as fine as yours truly, but close. Aldo. Verena.
Miss Verena.
Aldo, you're all right. I've been praying every moment of every day for your safe return. I'm sorry I kept you worrying. But where's Lion? Is she here, or did she go back to Norg? Verena. Lion's gone. What do you mean, gone? Lion traded her life to stop Eldenark's plan. No. She can't be. She can't just be gone. What did you do to deserve this? Verena. Lion fought bravely that day. Her sacrifice saved millions of lives. So what? Nothing we say can bring her back. She's... Why does everyone have to suffer? What did Lion, what did Vic Blix do to deserve their pain? I don't want to forget what they went through. I'm sorry, Verena. I can feel something. It's warmth. Lion? Is that you? It is you, isn't it? Although, Lion's still alive. I can feel it. She's weaker than before, but she's still with us. You may be right, Verena. And if there's any shred of hope, the least we can do is continue to believe. So, Rachnios, as much as I'd love to love you to join us here at the Tenshodo, I think I already know your answer to that offer. But if you're ever in the neighborhood, be sure to drop by. You're always welcome. Well, I think it's time I took that vacation I've been promising myself. You should go someplace quiet and rest as well. I have a feeling the real adventure has just begun. And with that, Rise of Zilart, the main story of Rise of Zilart is complete. There are, in fact, 3 post-quests. Post-quest epilogues that we need to keep in mind. But we cannot begin those until 8-4 in Chains of Promethea is completed. And considering we just started 3.3-3, well, it's going to be a while. It's going to be a while. So, having gotten to this point, and appropriately it is time. Next time, folks, we will continue Chains of Promethea, which again, I think works well if you begin it. Partway into Zilart. Thematically, it just fits. Although it doesn't seem nearly as drained. And storyline-wise, I don't see currently why they couldn't run in parallel. But we'll see you all next time. Tomorrow, in fact, for the original Deus Ex. We'll see.